everybody? How is everybody doing? Huh? All right, it's happy hour. As you know it, it is happy hour. I hope everybody's doing okay this lovely evening. All right, let's make sure you guys can hear me. I don't even have my motherfucking mic on. Okay. All right, so happy Jupiter Day, everybody. So we are going to go live for happy hour tonight. You want to check out what's on the menu? I do have 3 options. We have $20 general questions or topic. We have 25 love reading or topics or question, and then the combo, which is a combination of a general question or topic and a love reading or question or topic, whatever. General plus love, which is 30. So technically, if you were to get a general question and a love question, that would be 45, right? Considering the option. But with the combo, it is a little cheaper. Okay. So happy hour readings, those are done on Thursdays. Those are not my usual pricing for my readings. This is just something I do as a means to get, for people that enjoy straight to the point readings or really can't afford a reading, a lengthy reading with me right now. So it just depends. I do hope everyone comes and enjoys themselves. So yeah, the list is still open if you're interested. It is not full. If you guys want to join the live, you're more than welcome to. I do have 2 forms of payment. That is PayPal, which my link is linked in the description as well as in the chat, that black bubble, and also the Cash App. Okay. All right, so I'm going to get straight to it. Monica, you are first on the list here. Okay. Anyone else interested? Let me know. Otherwise, we don't really have much going on here. So, yeah. Mm. Also, if you guys are 21 and older and you do like you a nice little sippy sip, or you appreciate drinks that kind of have a little sweetness to it, a little different type of flavor, I did post y'all probably saw it. It's a short. I posted it today. But I did make a little drink. You can make it as a cocktail or a shot. It kind of tastes like Mexican candy. If you've ever tried like a Mexican lollipop where it has like the chili on it, the chamoy flavored on it. Sometimes it's like mango flavors, watermelon flavors, strawberry, pineapple, stuff like that. Cucumber flavored. Or Lucas, if you guys ever tried the Lucas. Lucas is like kind of like the seasoning powder that you can put on like your fruit and stuff like that. It's really good. I love Lucas. Um, but yeah, so if you guys like something like this, I did make a drink that does taste very much like a Mexican lollipop, like a watermelon lollipop. I did use a Smirnoff, 2 different Smirnoffs. One was a watermelon flavored Smirnoff, and the other was I can never pronounce this fruit, but they use it a lot in like Mexican candies and stuff like that. It's tamarindalo. I might be saying it wrong. So that's with the T. And I used some watermelon juice. You can use like Arizona watermelon. You can use fresh watermelon, or you can use like a simply watermelon juice as well, just to kind of get that little flavor in there. But if you don't have that specific type of liquor or watermelon, you can use like vodka or tequila and like buy some chamoy. Chamoy is like a Mexican type of sauce and mix that in the tequila. If you have like some watermelon juice, like I said, you can mix that as well, and then it could possibly come out just fine. But I got inspired by this drink because I went out. I went out for my cousin's birthday at this restaurant. It was like a kind of like a bar type of restaurant, but they had a drink or a shot that we bought for his birthday, and it tastes like Mexican candy, and it was so good. I'm like, I gotta figure out how to make my own because this shit is good. Okay, it's popping. So yeah, that's what I made. Hey sis, how are you? Yeah, tell me how you like it. You can pour based off of what you like. I intuitively pour most of the time, or based off of like my preference of how much, I want, how much I can take. So considering the fact that the alcohol that I use, I'm not a vodka person, but I will make a few exceptions, especially if it's like good flavor to it. Those two Smirnoffs that I used, like because they're flavored, you do have to kind of be mindful of how heavy you pour. 'Cause you don't want to pour too much just because it's sweet and it's got a little flavor to it. Because I used that Mexican fruit Smirnoff for Halloween one year. Me and my aunt made like these Halloween buckets with that in it. And I didn't know how fucked up I was until I was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It was that kind of experience. So I had like we had like some mango juice and that in it, and we kind of like poured a little too much, or I poured too much because I made it. So it was a little, yeah. I didn't feel it till like later that night. I was like, oh shit, you just don't know, like you fucked up until, because that's what happens with the little flavor drinks, the little sweet, little cute little cocktails. That's usually what happens. So you know, you have to be really careful with those things. But yeah, I have more drinks coming, y'all. Let me know what y'all like. Try to do something different, something on theme. I was gonna do like a Taurus, like a bull, maybe something with some Red Bull, but I didn't figure out like what I wanted, how I wanted it to taste, like what type of Red Bull that I want to try. Because I'm really into the flavored ones. I'm a big fan of the flavored Red Bulls, like. Because I remember back in the day, like Red Bull and vodka, that was a club drink, like, and that's a dangerous combination. Like vodka is already dangerous, and then you're gonna mix it with some Red Bull. But they have some really good flavors. There's like a blue can that's really good. And then there's the tropical one that's really good. I don't know about the other ones so much, but out of the two, the blue one and it's like a yellow can, and there was an apricot one too that's really good. I don't know. We'll see. Because I don't like the color of some of them, so it's gonna throw me off if I'm trying to make a Taurus bully type of themed drink. The colors might throw it off. Hey Tawanda, hey sis. You tried some in San Diego? Mm. Yeah, and I'm a tequila girl too. So that I feel like is very suiting, but like again, because of the flavors, I had to just use like improvise like that one drink, the one that had the skull on it. That Smirnoff, it has that Mexican candy taste to it. So that's why I use it. But yeah, if you want to try it, like you can try it with the tequila and then like some chamoy. You can find like some sweet flavored chamoy at like a store, like a market or something. Mix that in with your watermelon juice. Should come out just kind of similar. And then you can get you some tahine, that seasoning, and like dress your rim around it. Hey sis, hey Alexis. Yeah, the list is still open. It's very open. I only have one person on the list. I'm waiting for it to kind of pick up. So Monica, if you're on here, I'm just waiting for the list to kind of like if anybody wants to come on, because I'm just not gonna read one person and just pop off. We're not gonna do that. So, but if that's what happens, that's what happens. But if anyone's interested, yes, the list is still open. But yeah, let me know how it tastes, like how it goes. Because if you can't find that particular Smirnoff or the exact liquors, like let me know if it works with tequila and chamoy, because it might taste just good. You sent your questions too? Okay, I got you, sis. Okay. Let's see. Let me not sip too much of this either. I'm gonna slow down. Mm, let me see. Okay, yeah, I see it. Okay, gotcha, sis. I'll put you on the list. Alexis, let me know if you sent yours. And I'll put you on the list as well. Okay. All right. So, Yamina, you'll be after Monica, so you'll be number 2, and then Alexis, whenever you sing yours, um, you'll be 3 if you're still on here. Okay, I got you. Okay. Yeah, but other than that, y'all probably should get me some water on the side. But let me like cleanse the space. I didn't even get a chance to do that because I'd be running around trying to get everything together at the last minute, which is really, really a mess. Okay. So I typically like to cleanse the space before I even come on. I'm gonna use this right here. The smudge. I love the smell of this. Um, I think it's called Yerba Santo. This is a really good smudge. Or Santa. Yerba Santa. It's so good. Um, they use it in like ceremonies too, like this particular smudge. So I don't have my seashell with me, but it's okay. We're just gonna improvise. It's either this or I'd be using my Palisanto, like that's my go-to, or like my Florida water sprays. I'll spray some of that. But this is really good. This right here, this is the shit. I'm gonna let that sit and kind of smoke itself in the atmosphere a little bit more. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. All right. I hope everybody is ready to go. Um, so Monica, Yamina, Alexis, if anyone else is interested, the list is still open. Okay. So Yamina, is that it? Or Monica, sorry. That is a 12, right? 12. Okay. Wow, we've been on here for 12 minutes. Okay. All right. Well, let's cut to the chase. Miss Monica, your reading. All right. Any messages or advice from your guides slash ancestors regarding a particular person? Excuse me. Okay. Let's use the psychic tarot for the heart for this one. I haven't used this deck in I don't know how long. All right. And I just blowing to clear the energy and blowing the dust off this because it's been a minute. How long have I not used this deck? All right, let's get serious. Divine source guide, angels, ancestors who have our best intentions. I pray for divine wisdom and truth and clarity from Miss Monica. Permission from her divine team, her angels, her ancestors who lovingly guide her and assist her on her journey. What is messages that they have for her? What is the messages that her ancestors and guides have for her? Okay, you have changed your focus and find balance. That came out immediately. Ancestors, guides of Monica who lovingly guide her and assist her. Lead. Okay, so I'll probably pull more to clarify this, but the lead in this deck is the Emperor. The change of focus is the Five of Cups. The Two of Fine Balance is the Two of Wands, I believe, in this deck. Yeah, Two of Wands energy. So with this message, I feel like okay, thank you, sis. With this message, I feel like your divine team is saying like if this takes something from you, like emotionally, like drains you, to shift your focus, like shift your focus back into balance and allow this person to lead. So lead in a sense of like not take over the situation or the connection or control it, but I feel like This energy could be like saying like this person may not be putting as much effort in as they should, and it's like, well, allow this person to show up a little bit more, because I feel like, not to say that you're putting a lot of energy into it, like physically trying to make something happen, but energetically maybe you are putting a lot of energy into this, and it's not a reciprocal type of energy. Let's see. Now you have another set of another major arcana. You got the shine card, which is the sun, and then you got the just breathe card, which is the four of swords. So like this might be kind of taking from your energy a little bit, like this situation or this what this person is not doing is taken away. Like they're not adding anything to the situation, and the more you think about it, the more you might, I don't know, the more you might question things. Like the more energy you put into it regardless. That's just what I'm getting. Um it's taking something from you. It's an energy imbalance. It's not, but I do feel like they want you to evaluate like how much you're giving, or to what extent are you giving? Like what type of energy are you giving to the situation? If you find it taking you off balance, it's like change your focus from that place of disappointment or from that place of emotional drain, and shift it in another direction, maybe away from this, or just from a different vibration. Like, okay, if I feel upset, like, why am I allowing myself to get upset? Why am I allowing myself to feel some type of way? Like, ask yourself, that question, and shift your energy. But this person, they need to step it up, is what Spirit is saying. Like, if there's going to be anything that potentially happens, they're going to have to put a little more effort and energy into this, and not be passive with their energy, because I feel like that's what they're kind of doing, or been doing, is being kind of passive. They're not really taking much action. Mm. Yeah, it's like you would feel maybe much lighter. Like you might find that if you do shift your focus from this a little bit, or like whatever this energy, this change your focus is, like that Five of Cups energy feels like to you, once you shift out of that, or like tell yourself or ask yourself, why am I here? Why do I feel like this? Why do I, or maybe why am I allowing myself to feel this way? Why am I allowing this situation to affect me? Um, when you sit with that, and I feel like you free yourself, or you shift your focus in a kind of like a lighter energy, you'll feel much lighter. You might have a little bit more clarity too about the situation. This could be like this person not communicating something that they should to, like, um, or there's something with their communication that is lacking. Loki, why is he doing that? Okay. All right, so that's what I see with that. In other words, like in short, I feel like they don't want you to put too much energy into something that's not putting energy towards you, or stress yourself over something. Um, yeah, it's like unnecessary stress or worry, or just like kind of taxing yourself energetically for, not saying no reason, but um like you find the reason why you feel the way that you feel, and if it's worth the energy that you've been putting in, or allowing it to affect you, if that makes sense. Especially when it comes to this person, because they want your divine team, your ancestors, they want this person. If you're going to entertain this, if you're going to be open to it, for this person to be um, more active, take more of an action or lead or initiative. Okay. All right, so your general read is, all right, any insight regarding the phone interview request you received today? Let's see. Let's see. Inner guidance, spirit, insight regarding the phone interview request that she received today. fertility, which is the Empress, patience and planning with the Seven of Pentacles, moving on with the Six of Swords, accelerated motion number 8, which I think is the Eight of Wands, and then you have the solar plexus card. Okay. This feels positive to me. It feels like if this is not going to land the job here, it is like you're moving in the right direction though. Something about your energy is seen. So you could have changed something about like maybe your resume, or you tweak something, or something has shifted where your energy is more it's almost like a light beam, like people can see you now or see you more, or um something within your vibrational energy has made you more accessible to be seen by like maybe a wider audience, and not like an audience in the sense, you know what I'm trying to say, but as far as like maybe um what is the right word I'm looking for? Kind of like candidate, like you're like a valuable candidate, like they're seeing you, whereas maybe in the past there was something that was kind of like blocking or hindering, or just like you weren't being placed in the right spaces, or something was being overlooked maybe, whereas now it's like your energy is more potent or more like beaming. I don't know like how to explain it. I'm noticing like the yellows not just in the solar plexus, but in that star, in the Eight of accelerated motion, even in this card right here, and then the orbs around the Empress. So you're moving in the right direction. And then you are going to find like your stability or your place at a new job. You are going to find that. Most likely, like coming out of like spring, going into summer, I want to say maybe Cancer season at the like at the latest, maybe around that time. Um, the Seven of patience and planning to me feels like maybe July, but I don't want to say that too like too confidently, but I do feel something around July though. Most definitely Cancer season. It feels like there's something that is like moving in the positive direction. So this interview, um, if it be that they might say like they'll contact you back, and maybe you have to wait a little bit and then you hear back from them. Maybe you'll start your job around Cancer season, um or like you'll be like ready by July. I don't know. Like let's say they hire you, but something specific with July. I can't shake that, or Cancer season. Yeah, it's like that window between maybe June to July. So like late June to like yeah, because this feels like the door that this person is walking into, and this is where they're headed, where they're walking into, and there's coins falling in that middle of these two pillars. So yeah, yeah. I always encourage people like when they go into these job interviews to not go in expecting to get it or not get it, but just go in like being open minded with the experience, because it does kind of put a bit of a pressure, and you want what's for you anyway. So just have that in mind. Like I'm gonna go into this like open-hearted, open-minded. I'm not going to oversell or perform myself, but I am going to highlight. I'm not going to be shy about what I can offer, what I bring. I'm going to be curious and interested in what, the job is about, or whatever the company is about, more about my position or role that's expected of me, like those type of questions. But if it's for me, it's for me. If it's not, I'm open, because at least I'm getting interviews, right? And the process can be quite annoying and quite tedious, but allow your energy, your vibration to be open, receptive, you know. So but yeah, something about this energy does feel positive. But like I said, there's some sort of window, like June, July energy to me. So they might be like, oh well, we don't start, training or something until June, or it's something with that, or you have to wait a little bit before you hear back, but it's due to not something that you did wrong or them like thinking about hiring you, but it could be like something on their end. Yeah, let me know. Okay. All right. Hope that was helpful. Okay, yeah, but stay open. The Empress right there, that's fertility, that's abundance, that's plentiful energy. Like, okay. Okay. All right, sis. I hope that was helpful, Monica. I wish you the best of luck, that whatever is meant for you, it lands in your direction, in your lap, in your hands. Okay. So much love to you as always. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And I'll catch you in divine time. Okay. All right. So, yeah, Minah and Alexis. If anyone else is interested, the list is still open. Okay. All right, Miss Minah, you're up next. Your timestamp is 26:30. Did they leave him or something like in the living room? Like, what is he tripping on? Okay. Okay. All right. So, love question. So your question is, do your guides support a reconciliation with this particular person in mind? Okay, let's see. Let's use the psychic tarot for the heart. All right, divine spirit. Clear out previous energies and messages with love. I ask for permission to tap into Yamina's energy, that of her divine team, her angels, her ancestors, and guides who lovingly guide her and assist her in her journey. And I also ask for permission to tap into the energy of the person whom she's asking about, only for the sake of if her divine team supports this reconciliation between her and the man in question. All right. Base chakra. Okay. There's deep roots connected to this person, strengthening bonds with the Ace of Wands. Or is that the Ace of Pentacles in this deck? I think the reds. Yeah, the reds are Pentacles. Sorry. So this would be equivalent to the Ace of Pentacles. You have the Heal card, which is the Star card in this deck. Number 2, Refusing to See, which is the Two of Swords energy. And 5, Change Your Focus, which is the 5 of Cups. The Open Up card is the 4 of Pentacles in this deck. Kind of looks like a yoni energy to me too, or like a uterus, kind of like, could also be Taurus season as well. I know the 4 of Pentacles typically is a Capricorn card, but in this instance of symbols, this is making me think of like feminine energy, of Taurus energy, Venus energy. So maybe in particular your divine guides, more of the feminine, or your ancestors, the women in your family's energy is coming through with this one. Do they support this reconciliation? Okay, so with the base chakra, like I said, there is something deeply rooted here between you and this person. Um, I do feel like this connection, they do view it as like this potential for growth in it, but they also can see how it can be kind of a burdensome energy for you as well. They feel like this person has a lot of healing that they need to do, a lot of things that they need, like a lot of chains that need to be broken off of them, that they're not acknowledging, that they're refusing, literally refusing to see. This person is double minded. So that could also be like this person, they know that there's things that they need to work on. They can see what is hindering them. They can see like where they're at fault. But it's almost like not acknowledging it fully, or not wanting to take full accountability, or just like work through the shit. So they're not completely against it, but they're not totally for it, because it's like we want what's in the best interest of you. And if that means that, this is going to be emotional labor for you. We don't want you to deal with it. Also something with like the energy exchange between the two of you on that, adult intimacy level, that where this person is vibrationally, it will also take from your resources in that sense as well. But it's like if this person can acknowledge themselves in a way, acknowledge what they need to work through, because there's a block within this person's heart chakra too. Um, this person is going to have to go through some sort of reform. I'm hearing the word reform. They're going to have to go through some sort of reform within their heart space. Um, this person is like in darkness, but also in light or an awareness of their darkness, or aware of like, how they've been living their life or who they've been connecting themselves with. There's something about living in the dark. So that could be a metaphor for them not living in their truth. But I don't feel like they're fully against it. It's almost like you do what you will, but it's like with condition, because this person's energy, they have free will too. So they're not fully against it, because if this person was to, align themselves with what's of their highest good on their own, it could actually be a really good connection. But if you're the only one walking into this connection with intention or clear intention and with patience and openness and willingness and things like that, you're going to be disappointed with this person's energy, if that makes sense. Okay. So they're leaving it up to not just you to, with make that decision or that choice, but to this person as well. So, yeah. Okay. All right, so hopefully that one was clear. But yeah, this person would just have to like work through, they would have to break some things off of them, because there is like some blockages on this person. Yeah. So this person may not be an Aquarius, but there's the star card or just like the house of Aquarius. There's something that might reveal like what exactly they might be working through or what they need to achieve in this lifetime. Something with like their purpose, their calling, maybe. Like there's something hindering this person. Okay. But like I said, I don't feel like this person's oblivious to what that is. All right. So let's see. The second question is, you've been trying to manifest love and romance. What's blocking it? Okay, let's see. Is there anything blocking this manifestation, work, and love and romance? One spirit. Okay, wow. Strengthening bonds again. The moon card in this deck is confront. Number 3, take the lead. Number 7, awaiting results in reverse. So that's the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. 9 of well-deserved reward, which is the 9 of Wands. So solar plexus at the bottom of the deck. Okay, interesting. I feel like the seed that you planted, it does come from a good place. I feel like it's more so, I'm not getting that there's any blockages per se. It could be like the past energies or the type of connections that you're used to, the type of people, is that there's a lot of not dealing with their inner, like their inner shadow self. And that could be like childhood wounds, childhood traumas, or just like fears or patterns that were kind of dug up from childhood or rooted in their childhood experiences or something like that. Like there might be a lot of avoided type of energies that you've been connecting with or connected to in the past. Whereas they would need to step it up, they would need to take the action. So Spirit wants you to open yourself up to a new path, it feels like to me. With the strengthening bonds, there's only one person there walking that path. So it's like your intention to have that deep connection that you seek is going to require you to walk down a new path. It's clear, it's mapped out, or it's either there's nothing hindering, there's nothing blocking, and it's just you walking into that energy, with nothing from the past holding on to you. So I almost feel like whomever the people of your past, they're not meant to go into the next season that you're going into romantically. Like your exes or past love interests or flings, like those people are not, um I don't want to say worthy, but child, that's what wants to come out of my mouth. They're not worthy, but I would say more so they're not in that greater alignment for what it is that you're really asking for and seeking in love. Like they don't match that energy, because these are people again that have not confronted their shadows. They have not dealt with what they need to. It's like they're on the cusp of it, but they're afraid to walk on the other side. They're afraid of that unknown, of what it would be if they were to embrace that part of themselves or confront that part of themselves that, they need to work through. They need to see. You deserve somebody that's going to step up and take the lead for you, and no more waiting for people to like change, waiting for the results, the potential. Oh, this person, I'm being patient. She's rooted herself. She's planted the seed within herself. And it's only a matter of time before it comes, but it's like no one should be your project. Like you're not building men, build a bear workshop for ninjas. Like that's not your situation. Though we're all works in progress, and we may always be works in progress as long as we're here on this planet throughout our life journey, there are some energies that are not works in progress. They're just stagnations. They're not doing anything to change their lives. They're just doing the same thing day in and day out. They're not expanding their minds. They're not growing. They're not doing anything. So though they may be growing in a sense of, oh, I got a new car, I got a new house, oh, I got a scholarship, but there's something on the inside that's not improving. You know what I'm saying? Psychologically is not improving, emotionally not improving, spiritually not improving. They're just outer shell, just, you know what I mean? Like it looks like a shiny apple on the outside, but on the inside it's rotting. That's what it's giving to me. So like these energies of the past, they don't align with what it is that you're truly like planting the seed for, what you've been watering, what you've been asking and trying to manifest. You will have what you deserve and love in the end. It will all be worth it, but it's not like spirit doesn't want you to walk into this with this, I have to earn love. I have to, go through these obstacle courses in order to have the love that I desire and I seek. Like, no, that is not true for you. That is not your story. Love is something that is already yours. It's just a matter of being receptive to the love that is, um, right for you. You know what I mean? That's in alignment with what's of your highest good and another person's highest good. And it doesn't require you to fight or work too much for it. I'm not saying that work it does not require it in a healthy relationship, but where it's like a stressful energy, again, like that spiritual, emotional, mental labor, whatever, of a relationship where the other person's kicking their feet up and watching you like work in the garden while they ain't doing shit. That's kind of like what some people fall into a loop and a trap of, you know? So spirit saying like, no, you have your own garden to tend to. You probably built up other people's gardens, but it's like, well, where's the gratitude? Where's the, where is the reciprocation? Where's the support? So I don't feel like it's necessarily anything blocking you or delaying it. It's really just like alignment and like maybe even realization of what is for you and what is not, who's for you and who's not, and being like confident in the path ahead that I'm going to have what I want, I'm going to have what I deserve, and that's just that, you know. And the person that's worthy of that, they are going to take the lead, they're going to take action, they're not going to fall behind or wait for me to do it or make excuses, or you know what I mean, that they're going to show up completely, they're going to rise to the occasion, and I don't have to cohort coerce. I don't have to suggest, you know what I mean, like insert myself in any kind of way, because it's really not that hard. Like it really isn't when it comes to like men. Like we make excuses for them. Oh, he's scared. Oh, he this, he that. Like everybody goes through fear. Everybody goes through insecurities. Um, But one thing I will say, like about men, when they want something, they are going to go out and get it. They don't play about it. Even if they don't feel like they're ready enough or whatever. If they want something, they're gonna go for it. They'll make excuses for things they don't really want, or that they're not 100% sure about, that they're not fully invested in. So it's like, you know, ladies or whoever's on the opposite end of dealing with a man that's like wasting time and playing games and stuff, he's not the one. He ain't it. Like, he ain't gonna get it. And if you have the confidence enough within yourself or the faith enough in yourself to be like, oh, okay, if you ain't gonna step up, okay, I'm gonna make myself available for who or what is. And if it's meant to be, because of course, like if you are in love with somebody or you want to see something work out, it's not easy for you to just be like, oh, F them and just move on. But it's healthy, it's a balancing to say, okay, if it's not you, then something better. But if it is you, you're going to have to meet me where I am, or meet me at a place that is healthy enough, to work on this. But if not, then I'm not going to be sitting here stagnant waiting on your ass. It's just not going to happen. It's not good for me. It's not good for my mental health. It's not good for my life journey to allow somebody else to block my blessings because they don't know what they want. You know, if they really want to, they will, or they eventually will, but that's not up to you to wait. But yeah, that's what I'm getting, sis. I hope that was helpful or that makes sense to you. Maybe confirm something, but I don't feel like this is a blockage energy. I don't get that. Okay. All right. Okay. So I'm sending much love to you, sis. Let me know how that drink goes. If it's everything you imagine, though. But yeah, I appreciate you, though, sis. I don't know if you're gonna hang out or if you're still on here, but thank you so much for joining. All right, so I'm gonna move on to Miss Alexis. So this is last name I have on the list. So if anyone is interested, now is the time to get your read. But if not, that will just conclude the live. But um, yeah, let's get it, Alexis. Let's see what your timestamp is. 42:37. Yes, sis, you're very welcome. My pleasure as always. My pleasure. Okay, let's see. Miss Alexis. Okay, just an open read. Okay. Um, for love. Girl, that's it. I mean, I will check, but that sounds like a good thing. Like sometimes you just need a little break from dating and things and such, okay? You gotta utilize that time wisely. All right, let's do a general read. I'm gonna put this one to the side for a second. So let's use the uh Psychic Tarot. You can tell I've had this deck forever. This deck is so old. It looks like a Bible that grandma had for like 3 generations, 4 or 5 generations. All right. So the Harmony card flew out, which is the Lovers in this deck. The Two of Movement, Choices, and Decisions, which is the Two of Pentacles. The Four of Foundation Achievements, which is the Four of Wands. The Solar Plexus card. And the Six of Moving On, which is the Six of Swords. Bottom of the deck, Rejoice in Celebration, which is the Three of Cups in this deck. So all right. So generally speaking, I do feel like it is highlighting um kind of a little bit of both love and like your life. We'll still do your love spread, but just like I can see love spilling into this reading anyway. Um your choices and decisions right now, like spirit doesn't want you to worry about the path of your love journey, wondering if it's like delayed or wondering if are you ever going to meet your one? Is it ever going to happen for you? Are you ever going to settle down and have a family? Like that, it's not to say like you shouldn't be concerned or curious about those things in your future, but it's like that path is already paved out for you. It's kind of like they want you to move into it's something new that maybe you're needing to focus your energy on, or focusing on moving in a new energy just in general. Like maybe not like a particular area of your life, but just in general, like be open to newness. Because there's something about your past that you're moving out of. Like you're in the middle of like old energy and moving into new energy. If you look at this card, he's like, this new energy is bright, it's sunny. He has his compass in his hand, so he's being guided, and he's leaving this darkness behind him. It's almost like night into daytime, or like shadow into light. So you're coming out of maybe a dark period, or what you felt like is a dark period, whether that be like through depression, whether that's through a period of confusion, uncertainty, or just like the old energy. It's just like now it's a new dawn, it's a new period for you. So spirit wants you to be more in that mindset of moving towards like newness. And you don't have to know exactly what that newness looks like, but that is where you're headed and where you're going. And they want you to be confident in this, to believe in yourself. I do feel like there's things that maybe you have on your mind right now, like you're really trying to make the right decisions for your life. You might be taking your path, like your career path, more seriously, your dating choices more seriously, your health, your mental health. Like there's something about making wiser choices or decisions at this point in your life, which is a good thing. Um, they're saying like all paths, all aspects of your journey. Again, like think about the what's ahead for you, or just moving forward, even if you don't know what that looks like, but being like, I know I'm not going to be doing this again, or I know I'm not going to be stuck in this past experience or pattern anymore. Like I'm outgrown that. And I feel like naturally you already are stepping out of this. So this is something actually to celebrate. You're not in a place to look down upon yourself, or if you ever, ever felt like were not where you're supposed to be. Like this is not the energy to be in, looking at yourself like, oh, well, I'm not here, or why is this happening? It's not a beat yourself up, shame, blame game season. It's like a season to rejoice and celebrate yourself, literally. And surround yourself with the people that do, because you do have supportive energy, not just from your divine team, but like the people in your life. Like, doesn't have to be a whole bunch of people rooting for you, or a whole bunch of people that understand the journey or the path, but like those that hold space for you and lift you up in the process is, excuse me, the people. That's what matters. All right, so let's tap into the love energy specifically. All right, so what's going on in the love department? It's been 7 months. Is this in alignment? Is there something going on? Spirit, divine source, Alexis. Harmony again. Destiny, which is the wheel of fortune. Number 9, solitude, which is the hermit. Number 3, heartache and loss, which is the 3 of swords. 8 of accelerated motion, which is the 8 of wands. Bottom of the deck, triumphant success with the ace of swords energy. So I don't feel like anything is going wrong, but this is a period that is intentional though, at least on a spiritual level, with that solitude card, which is the hermit, and the destiny card being the wheel of fortune. This is to help you cycle out of um, a pattern or experiences in love, the type of connections, the type of people that you were once connecting with, the ones that maybe you used to be attracted to, and why. It's like this is shifting you out of like a played out energy, if that makes sense. Like something that no longer resonates with you and who you are, doesn't speak to the woman that you currently are. Um, it might even be like you processing past disappointments. Could this be the start of your Saturn's girl? Very well could be. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, because this is like a major turning point in your journey with that wheel of fortune energy and the hermit. To me, it's very divinely timed also, because we are in the year of the 9. So that hermit energy it's almost like it's prepping you, because next year your love life could be completely different. Like how you view love, the type of partners you connect with, vibe with, or now desire or something. It's like it's going to be a shift for real. Like I don't see you even being aligned or drawn to like the people that you once were, or there's something that's going to significantly shift with that for real. But I do feel like you're healing some things though. You're healing maybe the idea of certain relationships that you have, or maybe like, because we all go through this. I feel like every man or woman goes through some point in their life where they believe they found the one, or, desired a certain type of energy or archetype and thought that was for them, or thought ultimately that's what they wanted, or this person was going to be it for them, and it just turned out not to be. And it could feel like you were lied to by the divine or the universe, or that person lied to you, or you lied to yourself, and why was I so stupid? And we can have those experiences, yes, but I feel like you're healing from that. You're healing from those losses, those heartaches, not only just healing like with acceptance, like, okay, that happened, it wasn't supposed to be, but it could even be an understanding of, okay, at that time, this is what needed to happen. This served a purpose, or maybe the person and I could have, worked out or been together, but they chose a different path. But that doesn't take away from my path and my journey. Or maybe I did misread things, and maybe this is a lesson of discernment. Like there's something that you're going to get the clarity and understanding, and that's going to be the success, the clarity and the truth of your journey. um but yeah, you're just like, I don't feel like it's just currently just now. You've been going through this energy of cycling out what isn't for you. um and this was like parts of yourself too. Like parts of yourself is like you may be kind of shedding your skin a little bit, because if you look at this card a little bit deeper, at the top, she's very like, you can see her real in real time, and then the more you go down this cycle, she starts to kind of disappear until she's fully just like a sketch. It's no longer a picture of a person anymore. So this does give me the feeling that there's parts of you that you're clearing out, or you're just laying to rest, having acceptance of. I don't know why Spirit showed me like a washing machine. Like when you put, let's say, like some dirty clothes in the washing machine, obviously, right? Um, there might be like stains on there that you need to get out, and it has to go through these different cycles of cleansing. Some of the cycles require like certain settings, like, hot, warm, cold, delicates, whites, this and that. They require different types of clearing work. So even throughout your process of single season, like certain things that you're healing is going to require different levels of attention. um so there's that as well. You know what I mean? So this is a process that I feel like you've been going through for a while, but this is all for your greater good. It's not a punishment. It's not anything you're doing wrong. Your body does need to also clear itself out from other connections. So being abstaining from sex or being celibate and all of that as well during the process, that also too is divinely purposeful. Because again, the people that you connected with for a time, they resonated with a certain part of you that you no longer resonate with. you know there's a shift in that. So like whoever you become intimate with in the future, they're going to align with the person that you are, the person that is in a completely different space emotionally, spiritually, mentally, vision wise, vibrationally. Like the people from your past, like for some reason I feel they don't I don't feel any old energy from the past. I don't feel like any exes, any flings. Um I don't feel like they belong in this new energy, because this lover card came out twice. And came out like the first time, like the first card out, and the second time came out as the first card out again. So yes, there is someone for you that is a vibrational match to what your heart truly wants and truly needs. Someone that sees you when you see them. There's no hiding, there's no games, there's no manipulation, there's no running, there's no you chase me. There's no games in this either. It's a harmonious type of vibration and connection. It just is like, even with our bullshit, like I'm gonna own up to it. I'm gonna own up to my shit. I'm gonna be honorable. I'm gonna be honorable. I'm gonna be integritous. You're gonna be integritous. It's just like there's none of those games and like second guessing and wondering, does he want me? Does he like me? Does he love me? Why did he do this? Why didn't he do that? Like there's none of that shit there. Like this is very transparent how they're looking into each other's eyes, how they're chest to chest, how they are their hands. It's like this is a complete intimacy and trust and honesty and realness. So that's what I'm getting for you, sis. Shout out to you, because it's not easy. Trust me. Like, if you're used to dating and like having, sometimes like the energy just, your heart, your body, like whatever, it needs a break from the dating, from the connections. Um, your heart has to release, has to detach, connect, like from those connections that weren't for you. Yeah, shoot. Of course, it's gonna feel like peace when you ain't got like, you can sleep at night better when you ain't dealing with a whole bunch of people, like especially people that are not like worth dating. They don't, they just wasting your time. Like they don't know what they want. They're stringing you along. Like it's so much peacefulness and not having to deal with that shit. Singleness is not always a bad thing. I don't know why people think that. It is really not. Like until you find the right person, it is not worth it wasting your precious time and your availability, your free time, your free space to do and focus on other things. Get your life right, rest, rejuvenate yourself by worrying about some dusty ass dick. Like for real. Like it is just not worth it. Nah. It is not worth all that. But yeah, sis, that was your reading. Hey, Rosie, how are you, sis? How was your move? I feel bad I wasn't able to do the sound healing. It was a lot going on these past few months, but I would have loved to do one. But I hope you're well. I hope the move has been good. Like how you guys liking your new space, your new environment. You're welcome, sis. My pleasure. I appreciate you. Good hearing from you too as well. It's been a minute. Move was exhausting. Yeah. I feel you, girl. I hate moving. My family had two moves within a month. I just got settled, and then yeah, my mom and stuff too. So it's exhausting. Moving, I can only imagine though too, because you're moving out of state and it's a lot that comes with it. Physical labor and then like making sure everything is together and yeah. So I can only imagine. But other than that, I hope like everything has been so good so far for you and your partner. Like you guys are adjusting well. Yeah, because I feel like y'all need that. It's good to shift. It's good to get out of your environment that, excuse me, you're used to sometimes and like see some more shit. Experience some new environments, meet some new people, because I feel like you deserve that too, like the friendships and things like that. So hopefully you're able to, you know, cultivate some deeper bonds with people, some good friendships. But yeah. To just okay. All right, I got you. Girl, that drink almost took me out, okay? All right, let's see. All right, Rosie, your timestamp is 59:40. Is that where we're at already? We're at 50 minutes, 59 minutes. Okay. Okay, how does this person feel now that you guys have separated? All right, I'm going to use the Psychic Tarot for the Heart for this question. Okay. Well, I appreciate you. Let's go ahead and see what Spirit wants you to know. What does this person feel now that you guys have separated? Let's see. Spirit, ask for permission to tap into Rosie's energy, the person in question whom she's asking about. What does she need to know about this connection now that they have separated, parted ways? Yeah, I'm assuming this is a friend. Let's see. How does this person feel now that they've separated? Okay, take the lead, which is the Three of Wands. Healing begins, which is the Six of Swords. The crown chakra, open up for Pentacles energy. And observe, which is the Hangman energy in this deck. Bottom of the deck is just breathe with the Four of Swords energy. Okay. Yes, Miss Deja, it is still open. Thank you, Tawanda. Yeah, it's still open. So this person, I feel like they okay, so they have an understanding that whatever the disconnection was or the separation between the two of you, it was needed, it was necessary. This person may be kind of admitting to themselves maybe something that they didn't before, like their role, like taking accountability in their part in your connection. Um, so they're starting to see things a little bit more clearly. And as you moved away, this could have actually triggered this for them to actually sit with what they really feel, because they might have been trying to stuff down their feelings or their emotions, or even admit certain things to themselves. And like you leaving, you parting ways from this person actually kind of opened the gates for them to sit with themselves. They actually look at you in a light of like you took your power, but not like they're hating on it or they're resenting it, but it's almost like they respect it. Even if they admit this to other people or not, it's like they respect the fact that you took matters into your own hands. You shifted your situation, you shifted out of something essentially they feel like, because this person might keep tabs on you. Not like in a weird way. Like, I know that sounds a little weird, but like they may genuinely care like what's going on with you. So if they're hearing things from other people or they're able to like see what you got going on, like if you guys are still following each other on social media or something, they're able to kind of see what you're doing. Um, they get the impression that you made the right decision to move on. At some point, this person hopes that you two maybe are able to reconcile, that maybe you'll still have space for them. But this person has come to their senses though, because at first I feel like whatever transpired between the two of you, or just like their whole energy was like very avoidant, very defensive, or very kind of oblivious, or choosing to not see something, um, or admit or own up. But yeah, mm, yeah, yeah, mm, yeah. So that makes sense. Yeah, it's almost like a bittersweet energy. Like they don't like the way things were, but there is kind of like a pride still behind their energy at the same time. Like they're not fully admitting their part, but they are seeing, like they know. It's like a person that knows they're in the wrong, but they're not going to admit it to anybody else. You know, they're not going to apologize. That's kind of the energy I get from them. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's see. What growth can you expect this summer? Let's see. What growth? Oh, can Rosie expect this summer? What growth? What growth Wow, the strengthening bond card keep coming out for people, but the strengthening bonds is the Ace of Pentacles. The Four of Opportunity beckons is the Four of Cups. Five, feeling alone, which is the Five of Pentacles. The Hierophant with the Teacher card. And Observe again, which is the Hierophant. Bottom of the deck is the Two of Coming Together, which is the Two of Cups. There could be something with like your partner, you and your partner going through some sort of growth together. Because at first you might feel, I don't know if you've gotten to that place, but you might feel a little homesick. Um, Maybe this month you might feel that. Your person does feel maybe also a little homesick or feels like um this could have been in April. Like they might have been feeling alone, feeling like, but they feel like there's something awaiting, like on the other side of this. Like there's a good alignment with this energy. Like they have a good feeling. If you don't get a teacher job because um, for some reason, I feel like you might get an opportunity to like teach people or work with kids or do something like, I don't know if it's training or something that you might get into, some level of expertise, something that you have an interest in. Um, you've been watching other people do it and you might be like, I can do that, or I would like to do that, or I can see myself doing that, or I wish I could do that. There's something that you've been watching other people do. Um, I don't know. It might be working with beginners, if not children. It could be working with people that are beginners in something or wanting to learn something that you know about or that you have some expertise in. You and your partner like could come together with this, or there might be some encouraging energy behind it, but I don't know, it feels like energy work maybe too, or I don't know, it could be something you've read upon, you've studied. I don't know if it's like literal like school or something like that, but like maybe on your own time, like as a hobby, as an interest of yours, something you've read upon, you've studied, you've practiced. um hmm. Yeah, because there's like the fives are standing out to me. So this is something a little bit different, but not out of your range of like what you're capable of doing or something that you are being called to do or feels like a purposeful thing or something like a part of your journey that you're just going to open yourself up to. It may not be something you always do or stick with, but it's like it is a part of an experience that you're meant to have. I keep wanting to say yoga, but it might not be that. It could be like something along the lines of that, like because I was picking up energy work. So, mm, yeah, this could also be a way to connect with people too, like create bonds with others. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Yeah, this would encourage you to like trust in your wisdom or trust like in your abilities, your skills. You might like experience some level of support that's new to you or that's needed. Yeah, you're very welcome. My pleasure as always. Yep. I hope you guys continue to like enjoy your new place, get settled, rest, adjust. Best of blessings and luck on your journey. And I'll catch you in divine time, sis. I appreciate you for popping up. Thank you. All right, Miss Dej. All right, let's see what you got, ma'am. Let's see what you got. Your timestamp is that 69? Not 69. 69:34. Okay. Let's see what you got. Okay, what's up with this Aries? They've been texting you. They've been texting you. It's okay. We all got something going on at times. It's all good. It's understandable. All right, let's see. I'm going to use this one, the regular Psychic Tarot. Okay, let's see what's up with this Aries person. What's up with them? Ooh. They've been texting. What does she need to know? When it first came in, I saw that completely different. It looked like it said something completely different. Like, I don't know why it looked like it said this person getting on my nerves or something, or like trying me something. I don't know. I saw it's like I don't know. Okay, what does she need to know about this Aries person? We clear out previous energies. What does she need to know, Spirit? It's something about this person that like you see this person for like who or what they are or like what's going on with them. I feel like your intuition is on point with this person. Like you could know, I don't know, like you might have an idea of something that's going on. Let me get my other cards. I need to clarify this. Spirit, this Aries person that's been texting Deja, what does she need to know? Okay. If this is somebody that's cycling back around in your life, like coming back from some time, like Spirit saying don't get played. That's, I don't know why. I don't never hear that with no judgment card, but I'm getting don't get played. Don't be fooled by this person. And there's like a caution of not repeating a cycle. Now, if this is not somebody that you've already connected with, there is a vibe of like a similar type of energy that you've experienced with somebody before. So for some reason I wouldn't doubt that this person, um, you know, it's like something you know about this person. And I feel like there's no need to question yourself too much or gaslight yourself, you know. Um, there could be history here. Yeah, like to me this was like somebody you've already like talked to in the past, dealt with. Like this isn't a new connection. Um, they do want to reconnect with you though. Like there is a desire to do this. I'm just feeling and sensing the energy of something that's not right though. Yeah. Okay. If this is like okay, so if this is a new connection, there's something about it that is reminiscent of a past experience, or like spirit is telling you don't go into it with the same type of energy because allow this person to show you who they are. I feel like there's a caution energy to this. It doesn't have to be this person is like a terrible person or they got something up their sleeve, but it is like an energy of don't rush, don't push too far into something, and don't assume. Like don't assume something or don't put too much expectations on it, but be receptive. If something is off, like you need to honor yourself and be confident in that. Don't put yourself in a position of over analyzing or overthinking either. So it's like if something feels like what it is, don't overanalyze, don't question yourself too much. Oh, maybe I'm just being too harsh, maybe I'm being this or that. um or if this person does something that doesn't sit right with you, to not be afraid to speak up and express your truth to get clarity if that person's willing to give it to you. If not, then it's like, okay, I'm gonna move accordingly. I'm not gonna entertain this. There's something like give this energy a chance, but at the same time, again, it's like don't rush it. Don't repeat the same shit again with the judgment card. Don't do the same thing that you've done in the past. I don't feel like this is like to test you or something like that. Like, because I say sometimes like we get tested, but not in a way to like be cruel to us, but it's almost like to see where you're at. Like this person, how are you going to respond to this situation this time around? Like, because this is a heavy emphasis on not repeating the same shit over and over again. don't be afraid to ask questions, like as far as like what a person's intentions, where their head is at. Like this isn't a oh what are we type of thing, and um not sitting there giving an interview to somebody, but it's just like an adult conversation of clarity, like where a person's head is at, what their intentions are, what they're about. And sometimes you don't even got to ask questions, people will show you, but this is your heads up to pay attention and not repeat the same cycle again. Because like the cards aren't saying it, but with the foundation and achievements, the harmony card, you both may want a relationship. You may both want to connect with someone, but sometimes what people do is like their desire for a relationship will cause them to be a little desperate and cause them to settle for something that's not for them. Um, so this person might be someone that likes the idea of love. So like I said, I don't know, I just keep getting this energy of don't repeat something in the past. Don't do it again. Slow down, take your time, be mindful, be present. To not get emotionally attached, because with the crown chakra and the throat chakra, those are non-emotional energies. They're not heart chakra energies. There's no sexual energies, no sexual attraction energies. It's like don't be allow yourself to be swayed by your emotions nor your attraction. It's like keep your head, like as they say, on the swivel, but not like you're looking for something to be wrong, but you're allowing yourself to be present and just like get to know a person as a person. That way you can make clear cut decisions about the situation and you're not caught up emotionally or oh but this, but we have, good time, we have good sex, we have this, like you're not clouded by that. You know what I mean? So if it's just texting for now, that could be a way to like form more of a clear like type of like communication. But even with texting though, it's like you can't really gauge fully like the conversation, if that makes sense. Okay, what do you mean by that? I mean, if I'm honest about this, like I don't really feel anything like significant um about this connection. It's like something to entertain or just kind of use as, I don't know, like a training field with certain connections because mm, okay. Okay, I'm not trying to be like rude, even though it might come across that way. Like sometimes, like with energy, because I'm the one reading the cards. So if I don't feel anything like too significant and it's just giving me what it's giving me as an advice or cautionary energy, if this is not somebody that's like your person or somebody that's worth dating, it's not going to be a lot. Because really, it could be like an energy that you can easily waste your time because there's not really much here. Yeah. Not just have fun. I don't feel like, because just having fun is like being frivolous and just being like, oh, I'm just going to just date, just be dating. If you're going to talk to this dude, use this as an opportunity to like communicate with the man and understand like what his intentions are. You don't want to repeat the same cycles. Like just because a man is entertaining me doesn't mean, oh, this has to be something. But I'm not going to be closed off to it. Like, what's the experience? Why is he here? Let me be open, but let me be discerning. You know what I mean? He might not be the one, but he's here for a reason. Why is he here? I'm not going to repeat the same cycles and just go, oh, there's a man that's interested. Okay, let's go out, let's have sex, let's do this, let's do that. And it goes nowhere. And then you're frustrated. And then you do it all over again with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So that's all really what I'm getting. Like, to put it quite frank, like, I don't feel like he's anything worth, like, oh, this is my one, this is my person, and we're going to be together. I feel like he's here for an experience, but use the experience wisely, if that makes sense. Yeah. So I don't know. If people are looking for like future tense energies all the time, like I can't give that to you. I'm not a crystal ball. I'll give you the energies that I see and what spirit's like encouraging you to do. That will help you in your future. You know what I mean? Something to guide you, not like here it is, like this is what's gonna happen. So no, I don't work like that. So if you take heed, that's up to you. But if not, yeah, because it's clearly like don't repeat the same cycles. So yeah, hopefully that makes sense. We want to close out chapters. We don't want to repeat them. So yeah, every dating experience I feel like is something to take something from it. It's not just like, oh, let's just kick it, let's have fun, or oh, that was a waste of my time. It didn't work out. He didn't end up being the one, or she didn't end up being the one. Oh, I wasted my time. Like, no, what did you get from it? What did you take from the experience? That's what matters. Yeah. If we want something real, that's one other thing. If we just want to have fun, that's a whole nother intention. But like if people want something real, they want they want to be in a healthy relationship. Well, we have to use our dating experiences wisely so that we don't go back and fall back into the traps of certain things. Or I don't know, like I'll use for an example. Um, I had like a experience with someone that I thought it was, a little more than it was because I feel like that person had a lot of good qualities that I sought after. But there were two things wrong with that connection was for one, it exposed that I was not really ready, that I still had a lot of trust issues, I still had a lot of toxic ways about me that was very triggering to that person, was very like unfair to that person, and they would express that a lot of times like that it's not fair treatment, like because I was passing off things that happened to me in the past to them. And then on another end, I was ignoring red flags within that person that they weren't ready either. So it got to a point where we had to separate. Later on, talked about it, talked it out, in transparency. But it helped me to see, like, okay, it wasn't a complete waste of time with him, but I wasn't ready for a real relationship. And he was revealing that to me. He was that mirror to show me that I was not ready. um, and that what my wounds were that were still existing. So that's why I say like a person may not be your one, but don't discount what the experience can bring you. You know. So yeah, that's it, and that's all. My messages aren't gonna be some everybody likes to hear, but hey, I can't lie and make things something out to be what they're not, or just come up with something, be like, oh, I got a prediction when I don't fucking have a prediction. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next read. I hope that was helpful. Thank you for stopping by. I don't know if you're still on, but I'm going to go ahead and actually, sorry, Miss Frank. Let's see. Yeah, okay, sorry. I got one more person. Hold on. All right, Miss Ma'am. Um, all right, Miss Anonymous. What's your timestamp? Let's see, 64. Is that right? No, that's not right. Let me see. No, 84. So 49. All right, Miss Anonymous F, let's get to your reading. So you want to know the current energy with you versus this person towards him. Like, what is his current energy with you versus yours towards him? Okay. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna use my heavy hitters because those ones over there, that they cute, but I like these cards. These are my Let's do it. Let's do it, Spirit. Let's clear previous energy, Spirit. We ask for divine wisdom, truth, and clarity for both parties in the situation. What is the current energy exchange between the two? What do you want her to know? Their energy towards her versus hers towards them. What does she need to know? Okay. You have the Six of Wands and the Temperance. I'm going to clarify with this deck too, because I want to see something. This person's energy. On the camera, it looks like your side is their side. So how I'm seeing it, it looks like the Temperance is on one side when it's really on another side. So if that makes sense. So they're the Six of Wands. Your energy is the Temperance. Clarify the Temperance, Spirit. Detach. Okay. All right. So interesting. You have two major arcanas. The Detached card in this deck is the Justice card. Their energy is clarified with clarity of belief, which is the Ace of Swords in this deck. I feel like both of you have a lot to say, but you're more in the receptive space of like either dishing it out, but also receiving whatever needs to be said on their part. Does that make sense? Like, you might have some things that you want to say, but you're also open to hearing what maybe this person has to say, because I feel like you're at a point where you're open, but you're also willing to walk away from this connection in peace. Because there is some sort of like, maybe you feel still, like you feel stuck in time with this connection, like something is just not progressing past where it's been, or you feel like this person, like the connection or the energy is keeping you in a suspenseful state, if that makes sense, like waiting to see like, okay, what's going to happen, what's going to come of this. um Whereas like their energy, I do feel like a little bit of, they're still drawn to you, they still may be confident that if they were to come towards you in some kind of way, that you would still be open. And that sounds a little egotistical, a little cocky, but deep down though, underneath the surface, this person also wants clarity too about the situation. Are they willing to give it? I feel like yes, but with intention, or like with condition. So if they were to like really be honest and open with you, like like, it might start off not talking about your connection. It might start off like with what's been going on with them, because I feel like this person doesn't really express like what they got going on emotionally too much. I feel like this person keeps it kind of armored up. They might talk to somebody like a homeboy, a brother, someone that they would consider a brother, someone close to them. They might, but there's even certain things with that person that they don't fully, like their heart is not fully like releasing what it needs to, like expressing what it needs. There's transformation in this. Like if this person and you were to have like a real conversation, and if you were to be open from a place of like, okay, I want to express myself and how I feel, but at the same time, I'm going to be open to what this person has to say and what they feel. um there's like transformation, and like maybe them being more vocal, more open, more expressive with what's really going on, um between the two of you, by starting off with allowing them to load off what's been going on inside of them, if that makes sense. Because underneath some sort of like put together exterior, someone that seems like real, like confident, a little cocky, refined, there's still like heaviness that this person wishes that they could release or let go. So at the bottom of the deck, you have opportunity beckons with the Four of Cups. So it's like this person might distract themselves with like the next best thing in life. Like, okay, where am I going to place my focus now? You know, whether that's career, whether that's money. But there's an emptiness behind that though. You know, it's almost like an emotional avoidance. So that's where the energy is, like on their side versus yours, where you guys are with each other. Okay. All right. So general energy, whatever comes out. Okay. Three of Cups, Three of Swords. There's a card hiding behind the Three of Swords. King of Swords. Justice. You got Justice technically twice because you had it in the Psychic Tarot for the Heart with the detached card. And let's pull one more. Yeah. So I feel like this is a mixture of something with social life, people that you consider like close friends, allies, and something with love. You're you're disappointed most definitely in this person, this King of Swords energy. This is a cold energy. Could be the person that you asked about. I feel like um this is someone that's cold, kind of like cut and dry. It might not be that you're heartbroken by this person, but you might feel offended by their behavior towards you. It's like you feel some type of way, like, I thought we were cool. I thought so. This Three of Cups can also be that connection as well, like something with a friendship, borderline like homie, lover, friend, if that makes sense. So like me and you connect on more levels than one, but so why are you acting funny? And that is maybe what's bringing you to the point of like kind of checking the situation. Is it something that you need to move away from? You're still open to it, you're still receptive, but at the same time, it's like if judgment calls me to it, I might have to just walk away from this or just completely cut you off. Yeah. Okay. So you have open up. The Four of open up is like the Four of Pentacles. So there is like a warrant or reason as to why maybe you hold back, maybe you don't share certain things with this person, or why it might feel like cutting off access to this person. That card to me, like if you can see, let me see. I have to pull it up. This kind of looks like a uterus or like a yoni to me. So this could be like a sexual energy, someone that you have a sexual relationship with or you used to, and cutting off access in that sense. The Queen of Wands is here. I feel like this represents your self-control. Maybe your attraction towards this person is controlled. It is not like indulging in this connection. Maybe again, like I said, like choosing to withhold this person from that type of access from you, or this is you going on some sort of abstinence journey or celibacy journey, maybe due to this person or due to like connections that you've been encountering where it's like there's a coldness to this, like it's all fun and games, it's all cool, like when we having a good time, when we having fun going out, whatever, or when like intimacy is involved, that type of intimacy is involved. But when it really comes down to you being open, when it comes down to you like showing up a little bit more deeper or being more transparent or clear with me, you disappoint me. So I don't know. I feel like this could be kind of a mixture of somebody that you were dealing with in that way and a mixture of people maybe that you gave an opportunity to date or chance to like go out with or something like that, maybe once or twice, or it might have like felt like things were going in a positive direction and then they kind of pulled back, ghosted, or became real cold towards you. Yeah. Um, but other than that, I feel like the choices that you make not just with your romantic life, but like this all correlates to your energy, like what type of energy exchange. Because like that's really a big thing, and it comes out a lot in the messages and the energies when you're dealing with certain people, or just like certain like situations or opportunities. Is it something that is worth your time, and to at what point? Because you might feel guided to invest in an energy, but at some point maybe there'll be a place and time where it's like, okay, this just don't fit. I'm no longer engaging in this, and where that's completely fine. That's warranted. That's you honoring and respecting yourself, or calling a thing what it is and not engaging. Like you have every right to say this no longer serves me, or this no longer enthuses me. It's like this is kind of a message to say that with the justice card. I feel like this is making wise cut decisions and choices about where you sign your allegiance to energetically, not just whom, but like what and where you sign your allegiance and energy. So whether that's like your job, your career, that matters too. But yeah, this feels like being empowered energy actually, with the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck, the Justice card, this open up card. She seems to be imbalanced, or not imbalanced, like she's out of balance. She's in a balanced place, if that makes sense. But yeah. Yeah. So this is like an energy to me with the Justice card to like choose wisely. The King of Swords can also represent your energy too. Shoot, like the King of Swords energy can be that person that comes off as very cold, non-emotional, but someone that's very wise, very clear minded. They're not driven by their emotions, so therefore they can see things a little bit more insightful, where others might be driven by, oh, but that's my friend. Oh, but that's my, my family. Oh, that's my partner. But they can see past, like, oh, okay, I don't give a fuck. What it is, what it is. Like, this person could be good for you. They could be bad for you. They're doing some fuck shit. And you have to see it for what it is and not be clouded by emotion. So that might be a tool, or like an energy for you to take and empower and not move. Because it's my favorite card. I know it's the Three of Swords, but this symbol reminds me of Urzuli Dantor's symbol a little bit. Um, and the daggers, the swords, like this energy of divine protection, um, standing up for like those that you love and care about, but from a place of honor and integrity, not from a place of like, oh, I'm coddling you and I'm just gonna put up with your bullshit. Like, it's not coming from that place. Even if you hold yourself to the standard, like, I'm gonna hold myself to, what's best for me. I'm not gonna play myself. I'm not gonna keep myself in a holding space that's not for me, or play mediocre or small, lie in my own face or play in my own face. Like, no, I'm going to hold myself to a higher standard, or to accountability, be honest, be real with myself. Like, that's what I'm getting from this. So, in short, that is your reading. I hope that makes sense, resonates. Okay. All right. So I don't know if anyone else has a question, but if not, that will conclude the live, y'all. Because that was our last reading for tonight. Last name that I had on the list. On the list. If not, I appreciate you guys anyway. All right. I'm gonna put the timestamps up just in case. All right. What was that? This text message. Oh, okay. All righty. Well, it's been my pleasure. It's been real, y'all. Okay. Nova, what do you want, Miss Ma'am? Hmm? Let me guess. You gotta go potty. All right. Give me a second, Miss Ma'am. Hold on, no. Let me put these timestamps in here, and we're all set to go, y'all. Okay. All right. So much love to everybody. Thank you so much for sewing into the readings. It is always my pleasure to help you in the best of my ability. I'm going to close this out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. If you guys want to check in and tap in with me on my Ghetto Fairy Friday, make sure y'all come and check that out. We have more self-love messages. Yay. Like, I'm big on that. So we're not going to sleep on ourselves. We're going to show up for ourselves as much as we can. But we're going to have a little fun with that. It's not just going to be like this heaviness. Because I know like some of y'all probably like, this bitch is so always tight. No, I'm not here to just tickle you. I'm not here to twist your nipples and, make you feel good, stroke you. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna be the medicine that you need. Our medicine don't taste good, okay? It don't got cherry flavor, don't got grape flavor all the time. Sometimes it's just straight roots and herbs and spices, okay? I try to pour a little honey in that bitch so it's still digestible, but still people will say like, oh, it's just too bitter, it's just too much. That's okay. That's okay. I understand. It's okay. But but no, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Y'all be blessed, be safe. And in the meantime, good night. Wherever you guys are in the world.